You can eat clean, exercise every day, and still carry dangerous fat deep around your organs. This is visceral fat, the harmful kind that hides deep in your belly and wraps around your liver, pancreas, and intestines. Unlike the soft fat you can pinch, it acts like a busy factory that constantly releases bad chemical signals and inflammation. That's why visceral fat doesn't respond much to calories. It responds to chemical signals. And right now, your body is probably getting the wrong ones. But certain drinks can flip those signals fast. I've ranked 7 drinks from supportive to most powerful, and the difference between the first and the last might surprise you. Number 7. Warm lemon water. Score 4 out of 10. This is where most people begin, and for good reason. Warm lemon water helps stimulate your digestive enzymes and gently supports your liver. The citric acid can slightly increase bile flow, which helps your body down fats more efficiently. But here's the limitation. This is a support signal, not a strong metabolic trigger. It helps your system run smoother, but it doesn't significantly impact insulin, inflammation, or the deeper hormonal drivers behind visceral fat. So think of it like this. It's priming the system, not flipping the switch. How to use it. 1 glass of warm water, juice of half a lemon, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It's a good place to start, but the next drink begins to directly influence how your body stores fat. Number 6. Apple cider vinegar with cinnamon. Score 5 out of 10. This is where things start to shift. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body needs less insulin to handle the same amount of blood sugar. And that matters because insulin is the hormone that tells your body to store fat. Lower insulin means a weaker fat storage signal. Now add cinnamon. Cinnamon contains polyphenols that help your cells respond better to glucose. In simple terms, it helps pull sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells more efficiently. So instead of sugar lingering in your blood, triggering more insulin, it gets handled faster with less damage. But here's the limitation. This drink mainly controls the environment. It doesn't strongly trigger fat burning on its own. It's stabilizing, not activating. How to use it. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a pinch of cinnamon, mixed in a glass of warm water. Take it before a meal, especially one higher in carbs. It's effective for controlling insulin, but the next drink starts to directly influence how your body creates and breaks down fat. Number 5. Green tea with lemon. Score 6.5 out of 10. Now we're moving beyond support and into actual fat metabolism. Green tea contains a compound called EGCG, short for epigallocatechin gallate. This compound directly targets lipogenesis, the process your body uses to create new fat. In other words, it helps slow down how much fat your body produces. But that's only half of it. EGCG also increases activity of a hormone called norepinephrine. And that's important because norepinephrine signals your body to start breaking down stored fat. So now you have 2 things happening at the same time. Less fat being created and more fat being released. That combination is where things start to shift, especially in stubborn areas like visceral fat. Adding lemon helps improve absorption, making these compounds more effective inside your body. How to use it. 1 cup of freshly brewed green tea. Add a squeeze of lemon, best taken in the morning or early afternoon. Now, this starts to impact fat metabolism, but the next drink goes deeper by targeting the inflammation that keeps visceral fat locked in place. Number 4. Ginger and turmeric tonic. Score 7.5 out of 10. Now we're targeting something most people completely overlook: inflammation. Visceral fat isn't just stored energy, it's active tissue. It releases inflammatory signals like TNF-alpha and interleukin-6 that keep your body stuck in a fat-storing state. And as long as that inflammation stays high, your body resists letting that fat go. This is where ginger and turmeric come in. Ginger contains gingerol, and turmeric contains curcumin. These compounds help suppress those inflammatory signals and calm the environment that protects visceral fat. So instead of your body holding onto fat as a defense mechanism, it starts to relax that response. And when that happens, fat becomes easier to mobilize. How to use it. A small piece of fresh ginger, sliced or grated, a pinch of turmeric mixed in warm water. You can add a squeeze of lemon or a tiny pinch of black pepper to enhance absorption. Best taken once a day, consistently. This helps quiet the internal signals that protect fat, but the next drink starts to shift your body out of storage mode and into active fat burning. Number 3, protein coffee or protein drink. Score 9 out of 10. This is where most people get it completely wrong. They focus on cutting calories, but ignore the signals that control fat storage. Protein changes that signal. When you consume protein, your body releases a hormone called glucagon. Glucagon does the opposite of insulin. Instead of telling your body to store energy, it tells your body to release it. That includes stored fat. At the same time, protein helps stabilize your blood sugar. No sharp spikes, no crashes, and most importantly, no excessive insulin response. And when insulin stays under control, your body is no longer being told to store fat all day. So, instead of being stuck in storage mode, your body can finally shift into fat-burning mode. How to use it. Add a scoop of clean protein powder to your morning coffee or a simple shake. Aim for around 20 to 30 grams of protein. Keep it low in sugar so you don't cancel out the effect. This is where your body starts switching modes, but the next drink goes even further by directly targeting how fat is processed at the cellular level. Number 2, matcha green tea. Score 9.5 out of 10. This looks similar to regular green tea, but the effect is much stronger because with matcha, you're not just drinking an extract, you're consuming the entire leaf, which means a much higher concentration of active compounds, especially EGCG. At this level, EGCG doesn't just slow fat creation, it starts to influence your mitochondria, the part of your cells responsible for burning energy. In simple terms, it helps your cells become more efficient at using fat as fuel. Matcha also contains a small amount of caffeine combined with L-theanine. That combination creates a steady, sustained energy release without the sharp spikes and crashes, which means lower stress signals and a more stable fat-burning environment. How to use it. 1 teaspoon of matcha powder mixed with warm water. You can whisk it or shake it. Best taken in the morning or early afternoon. This pushes your body toward using fat for energy, but the next drink goes one step further by influencing how your body handles fat at the genetic level. Number 1, berry polyphenol drink. Score 10 out of 10. This is the most powerful one on the list. Berries, especially blueberries, are rich in compounds called anthocyanins. These are a type of polyphenol, and they do something most foods don't. They improve insulin sensitivity, meaning your body can manage blood sugar with less insulin. And that matters because lower insulin means less fat storage. But it goes deeper than that. Anthocyanins can influence gene expression, specifically the genes involved in fat metabolism. They help upregulate fat-burning pathways and downregulate fat storage pathways, so over time, your body becomes more efficient at using fat as fuel instead of storing it. How to use it. A handful of blueberries or mixed berries. Blend with water or an unsweetened base like almond milk. No added sugar. Best taken once a day, consistently. This isn't about drinking more. It's about sending the right signals. Change the signals, and your body starts to change with them.